Hey y'all, I'm Chadwick. You know, when I was growing up, mall soft pretzels were my favorite treat. But as I got older and started cooking, I realized they're really easy to make at home. So I'm womping up soft pretzels with my favorite bar, Butterfinger, for a double-crusted Butterfinger soft pretzel. Come with me, let's have some fun cooking. I got some warm water. I'm gonna drop some brown sugar in and give it a nice stir. And then 1 packet of active dry yeast. And we're just gonna let it sit, and it's gonna bloom and start to foam in about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I've got flour in my wide, shallow bowl. Drop in some ground cinnamon and 2 teaspoons of salt. Give it a good mix. Oh, I can just smell that cinnamon right now. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. Give it a nice stir. Our dry yeast has turned nice and frothy. Pour it right into the bowl. Mix it together until it just comes together. I'm gonna turn this out onto a board and knead it for 2 to 3 minutes just by hand. Get a little workout on. It's really nice and pliable. And what this does is it activates the gluten in the yeast in the bread, and it's gonna give us a nice rise. So once we've kneaded this for about 2 to 3 minutes, I'm just gonna put this back into a bowl and dribble in a little bit of oil, drop it in the bowl, and then toss it so it fully coats the whole dough with oil. Then wrap it in plastic wrap for 45 minutes, and it rises really nice. That's what makes these soft pretzels really tender. So here's where the fun part begins. 5 Butterfinger bars, a food processor. We're gonna blitz it, and this is where the double crust starts to happen. You get these beautiful, nice, fine crumbs. Now we've crumbled our Butterfinger, we're gonna start to put the ropes of our soft pretzels together. Ooh, our dough is looking really good. You know it's ready when you just touch it and it's really soft and your fingers don't stick to it. Turn it out. Just use a sharp chef's knife. So I'm just gonna roll this out into ropes that are about 24 inches long. And you can see how easy it rolls under my fingers. Next, here's where we get to play a little bit. I'm bringing back the Butterfinger to do the crust, and I'm just going to coat the board with all these beautiful fine crumbs. Spread them out as long as the rope, and then we roll them right into the crust. Chocolatey, peanut buttery, so good. And then we're gonna give them a nice twist. Press them down into the dough and onto our sheet pan lined with parchment. We go. So I'm gonna finish making these pretzels. Meanwhile, I've got the oven preheating at 400 degrees. And when I have the pan full, I'm gonna pop them in and let that Butterfinger bake into the pretzels for 12 to 14 minutes. The kitchen is smelling so good. The pretzels have just come out of the oven. Now we're gonna finish this off. I'm gonna brush these generously with this melted butter. I'm gonna take some coarse kosher salt, mix it with some of the Butterfinger crumbs, and then form the double crust. And because I'm extra, I'm gonna add some chunkier bits of Butterfinger. And if that's not enough, I've made this really easy dark cocoa and peanut butter shmear, powdered sugar, peanut butter, dark cocoa powder, some salt, a little bit of milk. Take a little spoon, make it really smooth, and add some more Butterfinger. And now we're ready to party. Oh, the kitchen is smelling like a soft pretzel wonderland. I've got a few friends who are coming over, but before they get here, I'm gonna take my own bite. For this recipe and more, go to butterfinger.com.